Hello, my YouTube video followers and Facebook friends. I am your coach, Minister Sarah Fernander. Here with another provocative and one of my sermons that I had for today. But unfortunately, I will get into that. The reason why I'm doing it on live, not Facebook, but YouTube, just to let you know what thus saith the Lord. So my pastor is out sick, and my assistant pastor phoned me this past Thursday and asked me, will I speak? Now, I had made plans to go and visit my daughters, and I said, God, this is your will for me. I have only been able to preach like about twice. And so this is my third time. 3 is your number. Let me do this. And so I said, Lord, fill me up with your word. Let me know what to say. Not knowing that today was actually Palm Sunday. So my text was Proverbs 9 and 10. I wanted to talk about that because it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. My topic is fear the Lord. This is the gateway to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And then I asked the congregants to reflect. The question to them I posed was, do you reflect on God's goodness each morning? How he's been so good and faithful to you, even in your filth and dirt. Do you step back to remember that the wisdom of that wisdom begins with God? That's where all wisdom comes from. It doesn't come from a book. It doesn't come to listening to positive sermons or anything like that. It isn't book knowledge, but it is the wisdom of God. Wisdom comes from believing that God is who he says he is. He says in Exodus that I am the I am that I am. God is just that way. And so I told them after that, I started to look into the crowd and I saw that there were 2 women at the back. They were mocking and, well, actually they were just laughing and being talking, whispering and stuff like that. And it kind of like kept me off balance. And instead of saying what is here on my laptop as my sermon, I began to just utter the words of God. And I started to meditate on God's word. And I began to feed my spirit with God. And I brought the message just totally from knowledge of knowing how good God is. When the enemy comes into us like a flood, it says that the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard. And so I began to utter the words right out of my mouth. And these 2 ladies, they continued to laugh. They continued to whisper among themselves. They gave eyes towards me, and it was like crushing me. I told my sister about it afterwards, and she was like, sis, let me tell you, that what you preached today was supposed to come true. But this is what I've been saying on YouTube for a while, and even in some of the inspirational things that I send over Facebook, is that people will come your way and they will try to pull you down whatever way they think possible, and to just try to discourage you and to make you feel like you are nothing. But I want to encourage you today that even in the midst of your circumstances, in the midst of your trials and tribulation, know that even when the enemy sets up people against you, even then, God is setting you up for something better. He is setting you up for something major. He is setting you up for something that is spectacular. And Satan knows it before you, and he is trying to stop it. But it says that even though the vision tarry, it shall come to pass. They may try to block you today. They might try to stop you, but that word "try" is in the front there, which makes it not that final as it seems. It may seem like they have won the victory, but let me encourage you today that they have not won the victory. What they have done is just bowed before you that you can step on them and that you can get to the point where you need it. They have dug the hole where your seed will be germinated and where your tree will grow. They have set you in a place where you can be planted. He said, upon this rock I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Believe me today, without surety of any type of doubt, that God has got you. I just want to sing this song before I really get into my message. I don't have the audio, but bear with me. And I loved it because it ties in with the message that I'm bringing. And it says, I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. And from the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful, yes you have. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh Lord, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire, and in darkest night, you were close like none other. Well, I've known you as a father.